Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a gold turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The lone back's got it. Shakes off the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Timeout, Florida State. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Using his legs, it's Washington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Running back goes in motion. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get 2?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
First down, 10 yards to go. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. At the 45, on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
He's going for it all. He's got it on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this...
The expressway is wide open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State and Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Jackson gonna throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the brim.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And it's right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now on the option. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And the defense drags him down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividend.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knowles! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He fires it out to the right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll bring it back. It's Washington. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The offense set for a first down play. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Jackson will throw. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's go. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. To the end zone, and it's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Gibson. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Slams ahead for a yard out from the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Jackson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Washington. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for room, it's Washington. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
4th down coming up.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Goes to the option. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Paulo, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll ride Davis here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Noles line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Calls his own number. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
At the 40, there he goes. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now they're going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 27, Miami 21.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll let it go down the right side. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Really nice nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, and they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Now improvising. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock. Defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. from the gun. The running back looking for room. Open space at the 25. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Jackson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Brings it in down the left side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Canes get it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Comes out throwing on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Uncorks it. He's got it. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And they fought and scratched so hard to put themselves in a position here late in the game to go for the win, but they just come up short on the 2-point attempt, and it looks like they're leaving this stadium with a loss.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.